Star City, star-shaped arrows. That's what we're going.
Star-shaped arrow.
Star, arrowhead, top point, bada bing, bada boom.
Done. Thanks for coming. This was fun.
Star City. Green, the arrow, green arrow, team arrow, that whole crew.
Well, Star City, depending on who you ask, might be based on Seattle. And also, the Green Arrow has had adventures in Seattle. And so we could play off of kind of the fact that he's the Emerald Archer with kind of an Emerald City kind of motif. For me, Emerald City and Seattle and Star City have all been kind of the same thing, because my headcanon says that Star City is Seattle. And so if that's the case, then we have a cool motif to use with that possible Emerald City FC kind of thing, or maybe the Emerald City somethings.
Emerald, definitely like the Emerald City. I'm thinking, the Wizard of Oz type thing, like something magical and fantastical. So because Star City is used to being like the other Gotham, where it's just like everything's so just dark and brooding, and especially if you watch the show. So it would be interesting to go a more magical route for Star City, a little something a little brighter, something a little more sparkly, especially when you say Emerald, because when you say Emerald, you're thinking, the Emerald City, Wizard of Oz. So it's like something like shiny, like maybe you're saying that the city shines, like the Shining FC, something Shining FC just came into my mind, and I like it.
Yeah, because if you do something like that, then the Emeralds could just be their name. The Emeralds are taking the field, they're wearing their green, kits, like something like that could be really cool.
National City. So I have to do a quick little aside for National City, because National City is home of Supergirl. It was a show that I was like, nah, it's not for me. People such as this guy, you should watch it. You should watch it, Rob. And I was like, I don't know. And then I started watching it, and by now I'm in season 3. It's amazing. It's a great show. It just has some of my favorite moments in the Arrowverse. So it was pretty easy for it to put into this, football league.
Yeah, shout out to Justin Jensen for getting us to both watch it. I was already going to, he was never going to, and we did it. We got him.
So National City is another one where it's like, it's kind of a generic name because it's just National City. So an easy thing to do would be do something somewhat similar to the New England Revolution of the MLS, something flag related, which I think would be good.
When we started talking about this idea, for some reason in my head, I had more of a powder or a sky blue and a red. So you can play with the flag motif, but not do royal blue and bright red. You can do kind of that lighter blue, which I think could be kind of cool. Not quite like Chicago flag, but something in that kind of world. I think that there is something cool there with that, and you could even kind of subvert what you might expect and have them be the Nationals if we come up with a different name for the city.
I'm sensing hope. I'm sensing flight. And some kind of, so you have the flag, but then also the flag could maybe represent like the flight. So you could play off the cape. A lot of these are either like, a lot of teams you see they're FC or they have a nickname. Or what if we kind of like did something where it's like of National City, like the club of National City.
When you're talking about the of National City, you could do something with a name that we've already proposed for a different project that is now abandoned, and do the Spirit. The Spirit.
The Spirit of National City. I like it. I like it a lot. I think we got some good stuff here. Thank you, TJ, for joining me in this series. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to check out this guy's podcast, For the Love of Story podcast.
For the Love of Story podcast, a podcast I've been doing to share some original writings and short stories and some other fun ideas that I have. I'll be coming out with a fun short story in multiple parts with art from this guy. Amazing stuff. It's going to be so cool. So check that out. Follow me on Twitter at TJ Tooley if you want to see all the good stuff.
And be sure, as you go along in life, you teach as you learn and inspire as you do. See you next time.